Well, navigating the single scene can be difficult, but it's a particular challenge for women over 35.
In her funny new book, My Knight in Shining Armor is Coming, He's Just Stuck in Traffic, author Lindsley Lowell shares her dating experiences and then gives us hope for those who are still looking for that true love. Thank you very much for being here today.
Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Kofi. How are you?
We're great, thank
Good.
you. Why did you write this book? What prompted you?
All my dating disaster stories. So I was dating
Really?
forever, and I would tell my friends my stories, and they would say, oh my gosh, this doesn't happen to everyone. You have to write it down. They're hilarious, and they're giving me hope because I'm still single and I can't find anyone either. So I said, you know what, I'm going to write them down.
Well, now in the book you say women should be the honey badger. What do you mean by that?
We love the honey badger. And I don't mean being, mean and destroying things in your path. What I mean is that you need to be confident and you need to go for what you want and be who you are and not be afraid of doing that. So many women are afraid of being themselves and just going after what they want in life, whether it's career, whether it's love. It's okay to go after it and be and tell people about that.
Be honest, okay.
Be honest.
You like to use analogies to animals. Another one is to be a peacock.
Yes, the peacock. Men automatically are peacocks mostly. They're taught to walk into a room confidently and to exude, power. Women need to be like that. They need to strut their stuff. Men like a confident woman. They do. I'm sorry, but 50 Shades of Grey, I'm sick of these women who are subservient and not, shy, and be confident. Men like that. They like a woman who's open. They like a woman who's fun. So be yourself and strut what you've got. It's good.
Okay.
Now, one thing you say in the book, you should analyze, not implant. Where are you coming from with that?
Well, implants refers to something in LA that women might do. But what I'm talking about is that, women think, oh, I need to fix up my appearance, go to the gym more, I need to look prettier, fixing up the outer package. And what you really need to do is analyze the inner package. Because what happens is most women follow a pattern of the kind of guys they go after. So they follow the same pattern and end up with the same bad guy. So what you need to do is go back in your relationships and analyze them and say, okay, what am I going after? I have a friend who's getting divorced for the third time. Shoot. And she's just realized now that she goes after the guy who is fun and not responsible. And she finally said, you know what, I figured it out. I'm going for the wrong guy. So usually it's the woman they're just going after the wrong kind of guy or accepting for the wrong guy. Okay.
And we need to understand about the guys. Don't put them up on this pedestal. I mean, they have feelings too. Right?
Yes. I was in the old school way of saying, okay, the guy's going to come to me and he's going to do everything and he's going to ask me on the date and it's going to be great. And it didn't happen. And I realized that, a lot of men are very insecure and shy as well, just like women. And a lot of men, I had a friend who went to the dog park for 1 year. Was talking to this guy and he never asked her out. And she said, why won't he ask me out? She finally said to him, we could go for coffee. And he said to her, why would you want to go out with me? They're now married.
No way.
And he's a cute guy. I mean, so sometimes you have to help the guy along a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and meet him halfway.
Well, a thing that happens a lot, you're at a wedding or some kind of a family gathering and Aunt Mary comes over and says,
Oh, jeez.
darling, why are you still single? I mean, how do you handle that?
It's my favorite and worst question that I got for so many years. And I wanted to, run for the hills and go hide behind a bush and not have to answer the question. Or a lot of times you get very defensive and you say, well, I don't know, and leave me alone. And so I say in my book, there's some funny responses that I give that you could give. One of them could be, well, I don't know, why don't you ask me the cure for cancer? Because I know that one just as well as I know the answer to this question. How should I know why I'm still single? I don't know. And then the other thing is that you can answer very softly and say, look, I have no idea, but I believe in true love, and that's what I'm waiting for. I'd rather be alone than in a bad relationship. And so many people want to push you into a guy. Just push you to a guy.
Yeah.
Just get married. And you know what? Don't do that. You don't want to be in an unhappy relationship.
Right.
That's torture.
Yes.
Torture.
Happiness is better then okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. This has been
you.
so fun. Obviously, now you're happily married.
Yes, this isn't the real ring. This would be like, a Donald Trump kind of number. But I got grandma's ring, and I'm very happy.
sweet.
Congratulations.
Thank you. He's on the cover of the book, actually.
Oh, well, okay. This is Lindsley's book. It's available at Amazon.com. She also has a website. We put a link to it on ours. Just go to KMPH.com. Click news links right here on the homepage.
All right.